Hey guys, sorry the coloring is a little off today. I had to figure out the color balance on here because it's really dark in here because I have all my shades down because it is really hot. At one point in the car with the air conditioning on, the temperature gauge said 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I went out today. Crazy, right? I know. We had inspection here today, so I try to make myself scarce on inspection day at the apartments. Not because I'm scared of what they might say, just because that way I'm out of their way and they're not in my way when I'm trying to work. So I went out today and I had lunch with some friends, and then we went to Walmart to pick up the rest of my supplies to make I should say iPad or tablet cases that I'm going to make for the North Branch Craft Show. So yes, I will more than likely have more things than my books. That's not a promise, that's just if I can get them done. With school and things, who knows if I can get them done or not. As far as yesterday's class, I was told I needed to write a 4-page scene of a made-up movie. So I have to do that yet, and then I have some more editing I need to do on Lily Girl and Lily Girl 2. So I have to do that yet today, too, and I feel like it's 8 o'clock at night because I am tired. It's probably from the heat. I wasn't out all day, and yes, I was in and out of air conditioning because I was in stores, I was in Walmart, I was in Tanger Mall, I was in the restaurant, so yeah, I was staying cool, I promise. Let's see, what else did I do in the last couple of days? Hannah and I were working on the first Lily Girl last night, and Caitlin and I will work on it some more tonight, probably along with Lily Girl 2, because Caitlin and I are mainly focusing on Lily Girl 2, although she's helping out with some Lily Girl 1 things as well. And then on Monday, Sarah will probably do her part for Lily Girl 1. I have a team of people who help me with edits. We all do it ourselves. I don't have an editor at this point. And I have friends who help out, and it's been very helpful. My editor that I'm planning on hiring will not actually start till Lily Girl 2 is all typed and ready to go. And for me, when I say editing, typing it out is part of the editing process. Most of you, excuse me, most of you who have watched my YouTube channel over the years know that I'm disabled and I don't do any of the typing myself. I do voice activation, or I put it in a little recorder that looks like this. And I know I've said it several times probably in these video vlogs, but for those new subscribers, you might not know this information. Now I dropped the recorder and the back fell off. So excuse me for a minute. Yeah, so they type it for me sometimes rather than me typing it. And I either tell them what to type or they're fixing what my voice activation mistypes, I should say. So to me, that's part of the editing process, but it's not actual editing. Now, you'll be happy to know, those of you who have been waiting for Lily Girl since last November when you pre-ordered it, Lily Girl is much further than that in the editing process, obviously. We're getting it really close to print, and I'm really excited, and you'll finally get your book. Walk of Mayville at Sea will not be doing pre-orders for any of their novels from now on because the editing process is and the typing process has just been too unpredictable. If I can't do something, or if somebody who is supposed to help me is unable to do it, it just screws up the whole timeline for the pre-orders. So again, I apologize for those who have pre-ordered Lily Girl and still haven't received it yet. You will, I promise. you more than likely got a phone call from us apologizing and asking if you wanted your money back. If you didn't, then I don't have your phone number or your email because we emailed and called everybody. But we probably won't be doing pre-orders. I can almost guarantee that anymore because I'm the one that's in charge of that. It's, like I said, it's just too difficult with the process, with all the help that I need for certain things. I'm the one that writes the books, and if they do change anything from my voice activation, they have to tell me what they're changing it to or ask me what I want it changed to because it is my work and they're not doing my work for me, of course, because I'm the writer and that's just the way it goes. But I am grateful to have all the help that I can, and I have a great team that is very, very helpful. And we're working really, really hard. Right now there's 20 books in the quote-unquote editing process, which, like I said, editing is a very broad word for me, but I don't really know of another term at this point. For us, it means typing, fixing, and then actual editing. So I guess I'm using the term maybe a little wrong here, and I might get a few comments as far as that goes, but editing is a very broad term around here, and there's approximately 20 books in our broad editing term that are going through this process at the same time. I know, crazy, right? Weirdly enough, I can keep them all straight in my head, but I think that's because I wrote them and I know my characters very well. Okay, now that we got past that info, I got asked by a friend of mine who helps other businesses as well to post on their page why we all got started in the businesses that we got started in. Now, for most of you who have been on my channel for, I don't know, a year and a half to 2 years since I posted it, you probably already know this information, and you may say, oh, she's not telling this story again, we've heard it. And so I'm telling you right now, I'll give you a few minutes, you can cut me off right here, since I gave you all the updates I can, and so you don't have to rehear this story. So I'll give you a few minutes to do that. Okay, I'm assuming you've clicked off by now. How I got started in Walk of Faith LLC. How I got started. This is one of actually the most complex questions I get asked several different times in my career. Some people don't call it a career. I call it a career. I guess some people consider careers for people who go to offices and do their things. I consider my work a career. I have literally done what I do as a writer since I was 18 years old. I was first published in 2009 from Eagle Wing Publishing in Tomah, Wisconsin. No. Tomah? Where are they from? I think it was Tomah. You don't quote me on that. I'm really bad at geography sometimes. Eagle Wing Publishing in Tomah. And then I decided a lot of places wouldn't accept my books, like bookstores, etc., because I did not have a publisher, oh, I'm not a publisher, but an agent slash distributor. And I thought, oh, well, I am disabled, and with that comes a lot of different things, and I can't really afford an agent or can I afford to pitch to an agent because they actually want, I mean, not to an agent, but pitch to a distributing company because they require an agent. So I started my company, and once I started calling places as Walk Faith LLC, now I haven't had a whole lot of success yet because we've only been open a little over a year and a half. We'll be 2 years old on Halloween in October. And I say we, but it's just me. As soon as I started calling as a company, people started listening. Now, granted, being I'm myself and it's just me as a company, a lot of places are taking my books on consignment, which I'm okay with that. As long as the books get out there and in these shops, even if it's a gift shop in a hospital or a gift shop in this little nowhere town that only tourists go to just for the day. It doesn't matter. As long as my books get out there, it doesn't matter to me. I write up an agreement, and then we agree to audit, and that's how that goes. And this is how my company is run. And now I hope one day I will just get straight out orders from companies. That is my hope for my books, and we can do it that way. I'd love to do it the straight and narrow way where I'll pay this much for this many books, and that'll be that. Now that's what any company wants, but I'm okay with the other way too, just to get my books out there. So I became my own distributing company, which in turn I publish my own books now because that company in Wisconsin gave me a great start. But I publish under my company name now, and to make my company stronger, everything is published under my company name. And now, granted, I will help other people get published as well, but I don't just allow anybody into the company. I do have standards. We are a Christian publishing company, and we have to review your books just like any other publishing company, but I don't tell people they need to have an agent, because as a writer, that's what I ran into for you. You need to have an agent. You need to have an agent. Well, you know what? I can't afford an agent. And I know there's other people out there that can't either, but that doesn't mean your dream shouldn't come true. And a lot of times if you self-publish just underneath your name, you're not in the writing community. I mean, and a lot has changed, so don't quote me on this, but in the writing community, you're not seen as a real writer. Now, I don't want nasty comments on the bottom of this saying, that's not true, that's not true. I know that's not true, okay? I believe that that's not true. But within the writing community, I've heard that quite a bit. I don't self-publish. I publish underneath my company name. So yes, in a sense, I self-publish. But I don't self-publish because it's not just under my name. It's under my company name. And I did this because I found a company that I really liked that allowed me to use, or a printing company that I really liked that allowed me to use my artwork, and it was actually just different things I really liked. So once I got the handle on things, I decided that I wanted to start my own company, and I did. And I really appreciate Eagle Wing Publishing for all they did. They gave me my start, and then I just decided to transfer on my own because I do have a certification in home business, and I wanted to use it. And it was one of those things where I prayed about it for months and months and months, and yeah, I just decided to go ahead and do it. It was something I always wanted to do, and I work from home, and I love it. And now while I'm at school, I know you've seen some of you may have seen previous videos. I don't do much with other writers except for consulting right now. I'm not an agent, so I don't claim to be, but I do give them the wisdom I have over the years that I've written. Like I said, I've been writing since I was 18 years old. Lily Girl, or the Lily Girl series, which also has connective series connected to it, so it's actually longer than people think. I started writing Lily Girl from 18, and I finally finished the Lily Girl and the connective series last year, as far as writing the rough draft of the manuscripts. So last year I was 31. So I wrote that from age 18 to 31. And I've been writing for years, and there was nothing I like better, and it makes me happy, and it makes me happy to help other people. I've had people email me as late and say, I know you know this information, I'd like to do this, can you help me do this? And nothing makes me feel better than to be able to say sure to these people. I'll help you because I've been there. I know what you're going through. I'll give you the information I have, and if I can't get you the information, I will try and find somebody who can. So that is what my company is all about. My company is about chasing your dream, grabbing it, holding on to it, tackling it, and smashing it, but in a good way. So, God has blessed me in that way, and blessed me with people in my life to give me my start. Thank you, Eagle Wing Publishing. And I've been able to do this, so I feel I've been blessed, and I want to pass it on to other people. So that is how Walk of Faith LLC got started, with one little dream that blossomed into a big, big rose blossom, and I couldn't ask for anything better. And like I said, I've been truly blessed with friends, family, and my people who helped me get my start, which part of that was family as well. So I'm truly blessed. And I hope you all stay really, really cool today, and I hope the kids don't get burned with sunburn, or you don't get burned with sunburn. And keep a close eye on your kids. There's been a lot of missing kids lately, and that just breaks my heart. So my heart goes out to those families as well that have missing kids, and the kids that were found yesterday. I pray for you, and I'm so sorry for your loss. And so is the volunteer team at Walk of Faith LLC. Thanks.